We welcome you to live coverage of the NSRL, the National Sim Racing League Cup Series. We are in Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the Milwaukee 200. Mario Cicala here with you on the call, and we're looking forward to a great race today. Let's give you the starting lineup immediately. Patrick Gitter, Jeremy Edwards make up the front row. Row number 2, you've got Josh Susie, and yes, that is the real Ty Gibbs in the number 54. Row 3, it's Dean Webb and William Farmer. Row 4, Mark Sikosi and Tyler Isley. Row 5, Wes Dobbs and Otto Cruz. Row number 6, Alan Crowell and Jimmy Barr. As we go through the rest of the lineup, you've got Kyle Milliken, Josh Aaron, Briggs Swope, Ed Fowler, Terry Marinaro, Christopher Lynn, and Brian Wiggins rounding out the field. As we get set to go under the green flag, let's give you the way the race is going. 200 laps tonight around Milwaukee. The stages each end at laps 40 and 90. In race time is at 2 p.m. Pace car will make the left-hand turn to pit road. Race fans, it's time to strap in and hold on tight, because these men are about to turn them loose and drop the sledgehammer. Showtime in Milwaukee. Edwards, the early edge on Gitter, tucks down in front of Susie. Ty Gibbs in fourth, finds the way to the bottom side, the best way around the Milwaukee Mile. Gibbs trying to look inside of Susie and take P3. Nothing he can do about it there. Behind them, Sikosi goes way wide in turns 3 and 4. Otto Cruz takes away the 7th position. Lap 1 in the books, meanwhile, led by Jeremy Edwards. And for the lead, here we go. Patrick Gitter trying to get the run underneath. And yes, he does. But wait a second, the yellow is out. Briggs Swope has rear-ended the number 7 into turn number 1. We'll stand by here and we'll give you the Malcolm's Mills mill reading replay. Show you what happened to Swope. So coming down the front chute, Brian Wiggins behind him in the number 5. Ooh, Wiggins tried to outbrake, and heavy lick for Briggs Swope. And that will be a quick repair early on for the driver of the number 7. Let's ride you on board with Brig. Nothing he could do about it. Why don't we take you from real time from the rear end? This will be a better angle. Man. No idea there what Wiggins was thinking. So a couple of drivers already in pit road at Fowler, Terry Marinaro, Alan Hinson, and Briggs Swope. Current race leader, though, is Jeremy Edwards in the number 17. Edwards has come oh so close to a win this season. Well, on the bright side, we were able to get a lap in, but immediately the yellow flew. So while we were out, let's take a moment, listen to iRacing chatter.
Right.
All right. So 1 to green. And as we get ready to go green, let's give you the weather for today's race. 86 degrees the air temp, 103 degrees in the track temp. Sunny skies, partly cloudy. That track temp, though, will bring a slick racetrack for us. So as we get ready to go back to green, Jeremy Edwards and Patrick Gitter, row 1. Ty Gibbs, Josh Susi, row 2. Dean Webb, William Farmer, row 3. Otto Cruz, Mark Sikosi, row 4. Tyler Isley, Kyle Milliken round out the top 10. Pace car will make the left-hand turn to pit road as we get ready to go back to the green flag. Edwards fires and we get back going. And Josh Susi already fighting on Patrick Gitter for the second spot. Rolls up the track just a little bit. Here comes Ty Gibbs. Gibbs a little bit loose on exit of 2. Let's see if Gitter can tuck back in line. Oh, Gibbs got into him. And they make a nice save. That got close, but look at Otto Cruz. I ain't got time for games is what he's saying. He's up to P4. That was an incredible move by Otto Cruz, and obviously that was definitely not what Patrick Gitter wanted in the number 28 as he falls back a bunch of spots. Just tried to come low, but Ty Gibbs was there. He had the hole. Not the way Gitter wants to start his night off. Top 2, meanwhile, have pulled away from the field. Jeremy Edwards and Josh Susi. Susi, by the way, coming off his second win of the season. Ty Gibbs is third, Otto Cruz is fourth, and Gibbs is closing down on Ty Gibbs. Losing a little bit of ground, though, for right now. Let's go to Isley and Sikosi, that is for P6, and Josh Aaron, Patrick Gitter side by side. Gitter trying to recover, but not finding anything at all. I'd like to welcome, by the way, a new sponsor into the National Sim Racing League, Outsiders Racing Wraps. From mild to wild, race in style, contact Terry Marinaro at outsidersracing.net/paint shop. Updated rules, by the way, to this series after all of the calamity that broke out last week at Rockingham Speedway. New rules state that causing 3 cautions will now result in a disqualification. A driver who causes a caution will receive an EOL penalty, and drivers who must maintain a gap of 1 car length or less on the final pace lap before a restart. Failure to do so will result in a 30-second hold penalty on pit road. Yes, even the broadcaster was frustrated because of it. Let's go to the battle for third as Ty Gibbs all over, getting an attack on Otto Cruz for third position. In fact, why don't we ride on board as we got a driver in the pits, and that is Christopher Lynn in the number 84 machine. Unknown, I believe this is an unscheduled pit stop. Probably just want to get out of the leader's way. So Edwards continues to lead. That's your best battle on track for third spot. That's from Gibbs' perspective. Now here's Otto Cruz. Let's ride along here for a lap, show you the dash. Low downforce for these cars, and Cruz is all over. Nearly got in the back of Gibbs. Ooh, has to let up. Had a huge run and almost flat out turned him. Top speed just about 148 miles an hour, riding into turn number 3. Cruz coming off of a nice second place finish, and again, that is an awesome name Auto Cruise, especially when it comes to racing. Again, that is your best battle on track for third position. Maintain a constant car length. There's about a car length and a half, approximately, on the 03 of Auto Cruise. Ty Gibbs, by the way, a couple of weeks ago, not too long ago, dominated the ARCA Menard Series race at the Milwaukee Mile. And he's had an incredible year so far, leading the points in ARCA, and has had a couple of wins in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And the plans are for next year to go full-time in Xfinity competition in 22. And this 18-year-old phenom has the possibility of doing it. I got a chance to talk with him while I was in Watkins Glen for both his ARCA and Xfinity race. Won the Xfinity race that gave him his third win of 2021. And talked to them after finishing second in the ARCA race at Watkins Glen. And now Gibbs all over Josh Susi in the battle for a second. This is a track as well. Not only do you want to maintain the low groove here, where you want to make sure you maintain your tires. Yep, just about 0.3 between second and third as Jeremy Edwards continuing to pull away. Fun fact here, all the top 3 drivers have an I rating of over 2,300. Edwards 23, excuse me. Yes, Edwards at 23.27, Susi 31.83, and Gibbs 24.850. Excuse me, 24.55. I'd like to welcome those of you watching on Twitch and Facebook at National Sim Racing League, twitch.tv/Marty Sakala. Obviously, there have been a bunch of issues on the iRacing platform today with the release of 2021 Season 4 content. Some drivers, there's a little glitch in the system. They haven't been able to get in through the user interface. A lot more people use the website, and the website's the only one that is currently active. Gibbs is all over the rear end of Josh Susi. I don't know if Josh Susi has had this much pressure from a driver. Susi 2 wins, coming off of the win last week at the Rockingham Speedway. Title is wrong. Well, I can't fix it, unfortunately. Oh, it's the Wisconsin 200. That's right. Thanks for the heads up. I don't know why I said the Milwaukee 200. Yeah, Justin, why are you missing this race? And Cruz, by the way, off track. What in the world happened here? Let's see on the replay. Lost it in turn number 2. And Cruz has fallen back to 7th spot. The blue cone, meanwhile, stays alive. So issues for Auto Cruz already in the 03. Cruz and Gitter, both of them have been front runners so far in this race. Already in trouble. So Jeremy Edwards currently leads at the Milwaukee Mile. We're going to take a break, and we are going to go side by side. If any action develops, we'll return and get you right back to the action. So stay with us here at Milwaukee. Back here at the Milwaukee Mile, 27 laps are complete in stage 1. The yellow flag will fly at lap number 45. Jeremy Edwards continues to lead. He has led all the laps so far, but we continue to watch behind him in this battle for second. Great battle, Josh Susi and Ty Gibbs for P2 on the track. Is got another driver in pit road. A couple of drivers pitting early. Patrick Gitter in the 28, who's got a lot of damage. And we have reports that he just went off track. Let's see what happened to him. This is in turn number 2. Guessed it a little bit too much, and Gitter, who led a couple of laps early on, into the inside wall, and pow, right into the tire barrier. Not a good angle at all where you want to be hitting stuff. This is from in-car with Gitter. And that is a tire barrier. I do not get why it's there, and he tries to back up and unfortunately cannot. So Edwards continues to lead right now as we go to the battle for second between Josh Susi and Ty Gibbs. 15 to go. Let's go to another good battle on track. That is for 5th spot. 3 cars in this battle for 4th position, actually. Mark Sikosi, Dean Webb, and William Farmer. Nice speed shot going down the back straightaway. Milwaukee Mile used to be a big track in the fairgrounds, especially for horse racing, and now it has turned into a racetrack. ARCA, super late models. I still wish the Xfinity and Truck Series were here. And this was a track I used to play all the time on the EA Sports video games until NASCAR 08 happened. And this is a fun track. I wish it came back in NASCAR, and I'm glad we get to live its legacy through iRacing. How about we go back over to that battle for 2nd spot. Ty Gibbs on the attack on Susi for the runner-up. Seems like Gibbs gets the advantage on entry, but Susi on the exit. Listen to Gibbs and just how he is babying that throttle in the center, and he kind of gassed up there a little bit too much. Let's watch Gibbs' dash. He's got a fight on his hands, by the way. Patrick Gitter, who, by the way, just used his quick repair to get on track. He is just about 3 laps down. He's just feathering it. Feathering the throttle is what they call it, as Marinaro comes into the pits. Meanwhile, there's Jeremy Edwards in the number 17 off turn 2. Edwards, I believe, just said something on the radio. We missed it late.
I'll give it the inside going into 1 here.
I think he's just letting Gitter know, take the inside. It is all his. Now, it's be interesting to see what Gitter does when stage 1 ends, because he's got some fresh tires right now. Remember, got into that tire barrel down the back chute and ultimately ended his race. There's your best battle on the track amongst the front runners. Let's go over here. Let's go to 13th spot. Alan Henson and Briggs Swope. They're some of the back markers on the lead lap, but Henson is trying to fight on, that's Brian Wiggins, and Henson a big run. And they nearly get into each other. Swope with the run inside, and the pass should be good. And there it is. Henson takes away the 12th spot. Let's go back here. Tyler Isley and Josh Aaron. This is Aaron and Kyle Milliken. Milliken has had fast cars in the past, but unfortunately has maybe some of the worst luck in this series. It's Ty Gibbs now in the pits. Oh, he's done. He's called it. He's called it. So Gibbs is done for the night. Ty Gibbs just came to have some fun, and guess what? I don't blame him. Oh, he crashed, actually. This is from Gibbs' onboard. He gets the wall and loses control. I think the real question I have is how on earth was that not a caution? Someone needs to give Ty Gibbs the memo that you've got a quick repair in this, buddy. Just like there was in the NASCAR Pro Invitational. Well, Josh, I'll tell you this. That was a fun battle you and Ty Gibbs had. Unfortunately, Gibbs got the wall and said, I'm done. Sikosi's saying something on the radio. Let's go to a battle for fourth position between William Farmer and Otto Cruz. Nice job by Cruz finding his way back up into the picture. Looking for fourth spot. Let's look at 10th, by the way, as we got 5 laps to go in the stage. Currently, that belongs to Ed Fowler. He's got a 5-second lead on Alan Hinson. Jeremy Edwards, 0.8 of a second lead. Let's go back to that battle for P4 between Farmer and Cruz. Farmer's been having some fun lately. A couple of top threes in his last 2 races, his first 2 races, and he just went way high and gives Otto Cruz P4. Cruz, by the way, is up 6 spots, starting 10th spot. Let's give you your biggest movers of the race. Alan Hinson and Brian Wiggins each up 7 spots. Hinson from 18th, Wiggins from 20th. Again, this is a track to low line, very key. William Farmer facing some trouble from Sikosi now in this battle for third. How high he got. I think Farmer's tires have definitely come out. So Farmer still hanging on to 5th position. Someone we haven't talked about yet is Dean Webb in the 09. I believe this is his first start. Currently running in the 3rd position. That is a beautiful scheme he's got, tributing the September 11th terrorist attacks. Excuse me, this is his 2nd start. Made his first last week. Wish we could find a close-up of this, but it's just beautiful. So final lap, by the way, underway in stage 1. And off of turn number 4, it is Jeremy Edwards that takes stage 1 here at the Milwaukee Mile. Susie takes 2nd. Ed Fowler is the final car on the lead lap, and actually, hold that, we are on the yellow. So Edwards is your stage 1 winner. We're going to go to break. We'll be back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. butt kicker. The future is feeling.
We are back here at the Milwaukee Mile. Pit road is open this time for all drivers. Got a couple of them staying out, but that's because they are a lap down. We got half the field on the lead lap. So Edwards is in following his Stage 1 victory. You see all the times on the bottom of your screen. And Edwards and Susie coming out 1-2. Dean Webb should come out third. There's a close-up of the 911 scheme. Farmer third, and Otto Cruz coming out in fifth. Means lap cars will come in next. Jeremy Edwards, your Stage 1 winner. Let's see here. Just checking something real quick. I don't think he is available to talk. So we will head to another break, play the rest of our commercials up, and we will be back. We are back, and we are getting ready to go to the restart to begin stage number 2. Reset the field for you as we get ready to go back to green. Jeremy Edwards and Josh Susie, row 1. Dean Webb, William Farmer, row 2. Otto Cruz, Mark Sikosi, row 3. Tyler Isley, Ed Fowler in row 4. And Josh Aaron, Kyle Milliken round out the top 10. Pace car is in. Edwards gets the right to fire first. Stage 2 will end at lap number 90 as we are back to green. 50 laps are complete. Susie all over Edwards' rear end. He's looking on the inside. Battle for the lead is on. Edwards out brakes, but he goes way wide in 3 and 4, opens the door for Susie, and Susie goes to the lead. This time, turn 3 is the kryptonite for Jeremy Edwards, and here comes Webb inside for second spot. Webb with the preferred line, the bottom. Otto Cruz in the miss in the matchup, trying to take it 3 wide and be the referee in this fight. Doesn't work. Webb tucks back in line. 5 cars all under a blanket in this battle for second spot. And now look behind them as well. You've got Josh Aaron along with Ed Fowler and Mark Sikosi. A nice battle for a 7th spot. Actually, that is the orange car in that is Patrick Gitter in the 28th, who is currently 2 laps down. For those wondering. Let's go back onto that battle for, and Susie's actually taking the lead away. Just remember that, by the way. We showed you the pass. Edwards has fallen back to 2nd. Dean Webb 3rd. Auto Cruz is 4th. 3-car battle, and Webb cuts off Cruz's line. We're going to take this opportunity while we're at it. Turn up the volume. Time to crank it up here at Milwaukee. "55 laps are on the board here at the Milwaukee Mile. Josh Susie leading for the first time today following the restart. Jeremy Edwards in 2nd, Dean Webb 3rd, Auto Cruz, who you're riding along with, is 4th. William Farmer rounding out the top 5, and that is a good battle on hand for P3. Half a car length separating 3rd and 4th. Cruz tried to look inside. Webb cut him off. Got to be very careful about how you make your passes, how you set them up, I should say, entering the corner, because you have to make sure you have a perfect arc if you want to go fast around Milwaukee. And let's see if Cruz can do that here. Trying to enter with a lower line, which means you got to use just a little bit more brake. Use it early. You see Webb got tight in the center. Use the gas up just a little bit, and at the stripe, Webb had 3rd there at the line. But now Cruz is up to P3. And now that ties him along with Josh Aaron and Alan Hinson for the biggest mover of the race, currently in P3. Finished in 2nd last week at The Rock. Had a very fast car, even the potential to win that race. Go back along the field there. We just had, I believe, a change for 7th. Josh Aaron going by Kyle Milliken and Mark Sikosi. Working on Brian Wiggins, the lap down car, currently in 17th spot. Again, open setups is what all the drivers have. So a 0.45 second lead. Let's go back to the battle for 8th spot as Sikosi is on Milliken. 2 good friends. Let's go to the point standings, by the way. Coming on in, Jeremy Edwards carried a 24-point lead over Josh Susie. Tyler Isley is 3rd, 33 back in a tie with Sikosi for that spot. Justin Cope is 5th. And Cope not in this race tonight. Kayla McCarthy also not in. She is 6th. Mark Cook not in, 7th. Bunch of drivers with some technical difficulties tonight. Keep that in mind. So this could be a drop race for a bunch of drivers. So we'll see what happens, or even some drivers getting awarded half points. Right on board here with Sikosi in that battle for position. As your top 3 on track. On screen, Aaron, Milliken, Sikosi. Now Milliken looking inside on the 77 for a possibility at P7. Aaron just trying to get back on the gas first, but didn't have a good corner. Combination of handling and acceleration will help you win the race. Sikosi, by the way, according to Dilts, with a brand new paint job. See if we can zoom in. It's the butt kicker machine, along with affordable SEO. I'm going to try here and see if we can zoom in on this just a little bit. I don't think we can, unfortunately, but that is a beautiful paint job on Sikosi. You saw Aaron there wash up the track. Milliken taking away 8th. I'm interested in what's going to happen with the numbers, by the way, for this series. Move them to the left or keep them center. I'm going to change up my paint job and move them to the left and to the right, respectively, on each side. Metallic beauty, and he worked very hard on it. Let's see if we can view this from another angle, maybe from the chopper. There you go. And we're going to actually show the chase camera on here so you can see Outsiders Racing Wraps, a part of it. That is a freaking beast. Milliken, by the way, in the pits. As Susie leads by 0.3 of a second, Auto Cruz is cruising up to P2 and wants the lead from Susie. This, by the way, is your best battle on track, and it's for the lead. Let's compare the lap times. Last 4 laps, it's been advantage Cruz by just about a 10th. Is Cruz going for it here early, or is Susie saving his tires? A lot of questions that we'll know likely by the end of stage 2. Down the back straightaway. Cruz all over the back, trying to get the slipstream. Oh, we just lost him a little bit there in the center. Allows Susie to gain just a little bit. Down to just about a car length on the drivers. Marinaro again in the pits. And a lower line for Cruz compared to the leader. Look at Cruz just getting a little bit wobbly on the exit, increases the gap to just about 2 car lengths. Cruz out braking Susie entering turn 3. Down to a car length and a half. Compare the lap times here. Cruz has been faster in 3 of the last 5 laps. Susie gained slight advantages on 66 and 68. So 20 laps to go in stage number 2, and this is your battle for the lead amongst the top 5. We're going to go side by side. If action comes back, we will break in. Stay with us from the Milwaukee Mile. welcome you back. We saw the pass Auto Cruise made on Josh Zusi to take the lead. We've got 15 laps to go here in stage number 2. Let's show you the replay. And we're going to show this to you in real time on how it was done. You see there the 03, a slingshot, makes the move inside, sends it in. Zusi just let him go. There was a slide job there for Cruz on Zusi. So right now, Auto Cruise is auto cruising on Auto Cruise. Lap car in front of them, that being Brian Wiggins. Let's give you a full field rundown at the moment. You see all your 20 drivers that are on screen. Auto Cruise the leader, Josh Zusi second, Jeremy Edwards third, Dean Webb fourth, William Farmer fifth, Tyler Isley sixth, seventh, Mark Sikosi, 8th, Josh Aaron, 9th, Ed Fowler, 10th, Alan Hinson, 9 cars on the lead lap. 11th, Alan Crowell, 12th is Patrick Gitter, 13th, Briggs Swope, 14th, Wes Dobbs, 15th, Terry Marinaro, 16th, Brian Wiggins, 17th, Kyle Milliken, 18th, Ty Gibbs, 19th, Jimmy Barr, 20th, Christopher Lynn. 2 drivers out of the race. Those are Gibbs and Barr. And in case you're wondering what in the world happened to Ty Gibbs earlier tonight, well, guess what, folks? We're going to show you as he didn't get the memo that we have a quick repair in iRacing. I love Ty Gibbs. I got a lot of respect for him. He's a great driver of sorts. I wish he could have stayed with us, but hey, you crash, you lose chances. He's here to win. I get it. It's all good. Again, we continue to watch this battle. Let's go back to the battle for 5th position. William Farmer and Tyler Isley in this battle. The pass, by the way, Auto Cruise made. Fun fact, he started in 10th. Cruz, by the way, is the biggest mover of the race from the start. Yeah, we hope Ty keeps racing with us. And I believe he's going to be racing in these final 7-8 races of the season. Because can't have the Cup drivers racing during the playoffs, so I believe Ty Gibbs would be eligible. Closest battle on track, and it is for 5th spot. On board with Farmer, who has been a great racer these past 2 weeks. Joined at Homestead, Miami. Came from the back to the front, introduced himself. I think I've got a good feeling that William Farmer will be a winner in the National Sim Racing League soon. And Mark Sikosi, look at him in the background in that number 8. Been making some moves since the restart. Was on the tail end of the restart back in 8th or 9th spot. And now he's having a good race. Got 7 laps to go in stage number 2. Auto Cruise, the race leader, looking for his first win of the season after joining in last week at The Rock. 3/4 of a second lead on the guy behind him in Josh Zusi. We go back to that battle. Farmer looking on the outside for 5th position. That's been a tough move to make this season, and especially today here at Milwaukee. And he can't get it to go. Isley holding the 5th position. But Farmer making some interesting moves or some interesting decisions. Again, this is your best battle on track. Let's go to the battle for 8th position. Josh Aaron and Ed Fowler. Don't see the leader in the background, but could see him soon. So got a couple of great battles going on, but this continues to be your best battle on track. Farmer trying to diamond the corners, I believe, so he has a lower line on exit, and yeah, that's what he's doing. There's turn 3. Isley out brakes on the entry. And he just hopes, Farmer just hopes that Isley washes up just a little bit. Four laps to go in stage 2. Here's the wash up. This is a battle for 5th on the line. Isley started in 8th. Farmer holding his position from the get-go. Oh, they nearly come to blows there in turn 3. That time Farmer tried to outbrake. Definitely going to be a fun battle here. Oh, he sends it in. Oh, Isley off the pace. Don't know if there was contact there. He just lost 2 spots.
What happened? Apparently we're wrecking people for 6th in the, or 5th in stage 2.
Uh-oh.
Nah, I'm sorry. I had a big run I went for.
That is interesting.
It was touchy, I thought.
Can we watch it
Alright,
from
just
another?
remember that when I get you in stage 3.
Oh boy.
In the memory bank.
I mean, I don't know what else could have happened there. Trying to see if this can give us a good angle. He held, both of them held their line.
I want to lead across for 81 or 91.
I would call it just hard racing as we were on the final lap of stage number 2. So Isley falls back to 7th spot. Farmer goes to 5th. Isley not happy at Farmer at all, but they come off of turn number 4. Auto Cruz cruising his way to a stage 2 victory. See the yellow come out shortly when the 10th place finisher crosses the line. So Cruz takes stage number 2. We're going to go to a break here, and we will be back. When we come back, it will be pit stops.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Pit road is open.
Look it
All
over
drivers
now,
are
Bob.
in. I believe we are having some technical difficulties, so we're going to step aside and go to another break. So we will be back once again. We're back here. We apologize for those technical difficulties as we're getting ready to go back to green. Just under 1 lap to go. Getting things set. Next week for the National Sim Racing League, we are at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Atlanta 250. It's 163 laps, 250 miles. And this is the regular version, no old version of Atlanta. So we get ready to go back to green. Susi won the race off pit road. He brings the field back down. We'll have 105 laps to go. Susi fires and we're back to green. Good restart from him. He holds serve. How about Jeremy Edwards inside on Dean Webb? Edwards up to 3rd position. Let's see what Cruz can do on Susi in the battle for the lead. Change for 8th as Josh Aaron goes by and Fowler up the track, losing a bunch of ground. Top 5 spread about 2 car lengths apart from each other. And Josh Aaron stuck up top. That is Patrick Gitter on the bottom. Gitter, by the way, 2 laps down on that number 28. We'll have to hope for 2 more yellows if he wants to get back into this race. The drivers will have to make, I would have guessed, just about 1 more pit stop to go to the end. A fuel window is, I want to say, just about 70 laps or so around this 1 mile track, as we've got a blinker, by the way. Oh, Susi just got turned. Susi goes around the top 2, just took each other out. You've got to be kidding me. Yellow lights are on, and Susi is going to be very frustrated on this.
Pace car up, too.
Oh boy. That's coming off of turn number 2. The battle for the lead was just in the bottom of your screen. The 03 looks inside. And does he come up is the question. That's what I'm wondering. But wow. I don't think anyone had this on their bingo card tonight. Oh. It's tough to say. I think Susi came down trying to block. But we're going to watch the onboards with all the drivers. By the way, a couple of drivers are in pit row. This is first from Susi. Yeah, it's tough to tell from the rear end. How about Otto Cruz? Wow. Let's go from the blimp and see if that can give us a better view. This should give us a good view. That's off of turn 2, though. But how's the view going to look into turn number 3? So Cruz just had a huge... Oh. Man. I don't know. I think that's hard racing at the same time. Cruz, I think, does come up into Susi's groove, but... That's like one of those hard racing deals. Pit stops, by the way, are underway. We'll stay here with you. So this will put Your stage 1 winner, Jeremy Edwards, to the point. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. And while we're at it, let's listen to some audio.
Anybody know if damage is on?
No, it's on.
I know I had a little bit of damage earlier, but didn't use quick repair, so. I mean, I should have had damage.
Sorry, everybody. I had technical.
Yep.
I do apologize.
Well, Todd Gibbs is gone now. We don't need it. No, I'm just kidding.
I really am sorry, Mark.
The Ty Gibbs is gone. Funniest thing I've heard throughout the night. And is that a Wes Dobbs on track stopping? Yes, he is. And I think we will go back to green flag racing this time. And so we will. Jeremy Edwards is the race leader. He gets to fire first for those wondering. Otto Cruz is in 8th and Josh Susi is in 10th. They're still on the lead lap. So we go back to green. Late restart here for Edwards, but Webb beats Edwards to the line. Edwards, though, pulls out front. Here comes Farmer wanting second spot on Webb. Let's see what that 95 car can do. Back behind them. Sikosi goes up the track. Ed Fowler up to 6th spot. Highest he's been in this race so far, but here comes Otto Cruz. Trying to rebound after being involved in that wreck. Same with Josh Susi. He hasn't picked up a bunch of spots. He's fallen back in 10th position. And he's still there. Now I'm curious if he used a quick repair or not. I want to say he did. And Cruz is up to 5th. Just took that spot away from Aaron. Tyler Isley getting back by Farmer and takes 3rd spot away. Not sure if that was a move meant so Isley could just have the spot back. I know it's not the way Farmer wants to race people. Here comes Cruz. He wants 4th spot. Goes inside, pulls the same move he did with Susi. Farmer gives him room and Cruz takes away 4th. And now Farmer's stuck in a battle for that 5th spot with Josh Aaron. Aaron, Fowler, and Hinson are the biggest movers. And speaking of Aaron, he is loose. Nice save. Contact from Sikosi. So Aaron falling back to 9th position just a little bit. By the way, with that yellow does put Patrick Gitter back a lap down in that 28. One more yellow, he'll be back on the lead lap. Because he's got a fast piece tonight. Just without the mistakes. Susi, by the way, has made his way up to 7th spot. Goes by Ed Fowler. Josh Aaron now looking to make a pass. Is Fowler very tight on entry. Let's go to the battle for 2nd spot. That's for 3rd, actually, as Cruz gets by Isley. Cruz, though, still trying everything he can do to fight back. He's not giving up, though, on Cruz. Usually you'd see Otto Cruz pull away. But I think we're seeing it there on the exit. Let's check in on Susie, by the way, while we were at it. The Exalta machine currently running in 7th, just under 5 seconds back on Jeremy Edwards. Edwards leading by over a second. But staying patient, though, on Sikosi for right now. Some good battles behind him as well. You've got Fowler and Aaron for 8th spot. Now Susie inside on Sikosi, 6th position on the line. Susie takes a peek down low, the 2-time winner this season. Inside on the main man in charge. Past Sticks, Susie up to 6th spot. Now let's see how that battle changes. Let's go to 2nd spot, as Cruz is on the spoiler of Dean Webb. Oh man, tighter exit. Opens up the door for Cruz. He cuts it down to a car length. And there he goes, send it in. And Cruz is up to 2nd. And now he wants the lead from Edwards. 1.6 seconds is the delta. Sorry, Jeremy, but we're comparing the lap times here. Look at lap 110. 3 tenths faster than Jeremy Edwards. Can you believe that? We've got a good 3-car battle, too. Susie and Sikosi working together on Farmer. That is for 5th spot. Susie right on the bumper of Farmer. Gives him a little nudge, lets him know he's there. There is a Teddy Christopher Morse code. 1 nudge. I'm here. Nudge 2. Time to move. Nudge 3. I am moving you. And we'll see how that battle turns out. Oh, man. I don't know what happened there with Farmer. Broke very early, and Susie uses that to his advantage. Takes away 5th. Now Sikosi. Him and Farmer nearly touching, too. And Sikosi in a drag race entering turn 3. Marks up to 6th. Susie back up to 5th position. We all know he wants that lead back. He wants to be in a battle with Cruz, because he'll race him as hard as possible. Tyler Isley in 4th faces a challenge from Patrick Gitter. I think Isley's going to give way. And that he will. He knows Gitter is the faster car than him. But let's see what happens in the battle, because Susie is coming like Jaws. Watch the draft that Susie gets entering 1. Closing in, and Susie wants the spot. He wants to attack ASAP. There's the pass. Josh Susie sticks it. Speaking of Susie and a bunch of some of the other guys, the Powerhouse Racing League is back tomorrow night. Daytona International Speedway with the Xfinity Series cars. Don't miss out. Going to be a fun one. Now Sikosi inside for 5th. Again, closest battle on track. Sikosi looking inside. Tries to move him up the track. And Sikosi takes away the 5th position. Can't clear him though just yet, I don't think. And no, he can't. 82 laps to go. And Sikosi taking just up to 5th spot. Very surprising, too. Jeremy Edwards has actually done a nice job maintaining his lead over Auto Cruz. Let's compare the gap. Cruz has been slower in these past few laps. I think he used his tires up a little bit. But now Cruz getting the edge for the past 3 laps, just cutting that gap down little by little. He knows there's a lot of racing left to go. 80 to go here at the start-finish line. So we'll just see what happens. Let's go to Susie. He wants 3rd on Dean Webb. And then his next opponent would be Auto Cruz. But Cruz is 4 seconds ahead of the 3rd place driver. Look at the run he gets on exit. Susie wants the 3rd spot. Yes, he does. He's got it. Webb back to 4th. That's Skidder, who's a lap down. A yellow would put him back on the lead lap. And then there's Sikosi back in P5. Let's go to a battle for 8th spot here. Josh Aaron and Ed Fowler have not left each other from the restart on. So 79 laps to go. We're going to take this opportunity right on board with Auto Cruz. Sit back, relax, crank it up. Very interesting pick by Mark Sikosi, and now he's battling for 4th spot with Dean Webb, as Justin Diltz, good friend of Sikosi, says that Mark is going to win. It's a bold pick, my friend. That is a bold pick. Rooting for the Maximum Motorsports team. And Sikosi with the run on exit. And I think this is going to be the lap where Sikosi makes the pass work. Let's see. He's trying to pressure Webb into making a mistake. And he's all over the spoiler. Car length back. And I don't think he can do it. Not just yet. 75 laps to go with the Milwaukee Mile. Jeremy Edwards continues to lead the Wisconsin 200. We're going to go side by side. If something happens, we'll break out. We'll come back right to you, so stay with us. We welcome you back to the Milwaukee Mile here in Wisconsin. Currently just around 70 laps to go. Jeremy Edwards continues to lead, but that gap is coming down big time. I shouldn't say coming down big time. It is cruising down big time. Auto Cruise is down 4/10. Compare the lap times. The last 3 laps. Look at how much Cruise has picked up the pace. I think that's something about Auto Cruise specifically. He saves his tires until the long run, then goes out on him. Half-second lead, though, but decreasing big time. Let's see what happens here. Right on board with Cruz. Lap traffic nearby in turn 3. Again, like I say, Cruz is better on entry. That's how he makes the passes. Oh, Edwards just got loose off of turn 4, I believe. And again, that's the 3rd time, if not 4th time, that we have seen this be an issue to Jeremy Edwards. Turn 4, he's used up his tires. Watch the replay on Edwards here. And pardon me, that is the wrong one. It's the wrong angle we got, but we'll... That's for your viewing there anyway. But watch Edwards. That's off of Cruz. Can we watch off of Edwards? Look, that car just got loose. A lot of oversteer on the X4. And now he is back 1.5 seconds. Can you believe that? We got a car on the wall, by the way. And it's not Auto Crew for those wondering. That is the 20 of Alan Crowell, who is off the pace. Wouldn't be surprised if this could be a hazard to a bunch of drivers here. How about this battle on track? 4th position on the line, 5th position. Tyler Isley, Dean Webb, and William Farmer. Look at the run for Farmer inside. Wanting P4. And even P5. Driver in the pits, and that's Cravel, who, again, like I said, he was off the pace moments ago. As you see them, by the way, on the bottom right each and every Wednesday night. Of course, we can't do it without all of our sponsors. Autopilot Solar Solutions, Affordable SEO and Marketing, Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, Elevate Outdoors, and our newest sponsor, Outsiders Racing Wraps. And what we're going to do now at the moment, we're going to try and... You haven't seen their logo tonight, but we will definitely make sure that is on there. So we're continuing to watch that battle on track. How about Alan Hinson in the 41? Entering this battle as the drivers have lost momentum because they've all been battling together. Alan Hinson in the 41 has just shot out of a cannon. This is incredible. And Hinson looking inside on Webb. Last lap was a 32.08. He has been running laps that are half second. Not matching the leader's pace, though, but he is on the race pace. up to 6th position, and he wants 5th. This, by the way, is Hinson's first start, his debut in National Sim Racing League competition. And he's making a statement, currently in 6th spot. Don't forget, drivers do have 1 pit stop left. Let's go behind with William Farmer. That's your best battle on track for P6. A couple of drivers loose. I believe one of them was, it's not Cruz, but some drivers in the back. Again, Hinson with a great debut. Started from 18th position and is up into 6th. There you see Isley down to 2 car lengths. Let's compare the lap times between those two. Look at Hinson. 3 of the last 5 laps. Look at lap 137. Over a half second faster. Hinson possibly a late contender in the going if we get a late race yellow. We'll just have to wait and see. And Hinson's got the run down the back. I think he's being patient. That's what I think he's doing. Oh, look at that as well. You see that on the digital dash? He's downshifting. The thing is, he's not even using a clutch. I don't even think Isley's doing that. Listen to Isley's on board. Look at how much he just slowed down there.
Sorry, Crowell.
Listen to Hinson.
Oh, you're good. I'm just trying to roll around, not getting angry for that.
That's Crowell on the radio. We saw Hinson pop up just a few moments
You're
ago.
all good, man. I'm having a hard time myself.
That was Isley, your Daytona 300 winner. And again, that is your best battle on track for 5th spot, and Hinson trying to look down low. I'm surprised that Hinson's not doing. He's not drafting off of Isley. I don't know if he's doesn't want to be too risky right now, or what. Watch Hinson's on board here. You see, obviously, Isley gets the edge on the exit, but watch the back straightaway here. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, Isley just went wide. The door is open for Hinson. Hinson's got to take a little bit more of a risk on the exit of the corners. He just can't rely on these on the small mistakes. See that? Look at that. Not even trying to draft. He's trying to make a move way too early, but because of that, it's costing him just a little bit of time. Now, Isley, he's used up his tires. He's used up his tires, and pit road is open. Dean Webb, the first one in. And Jeremy Edwards also coming in pit road. Webb nearly went a lap down. So that puts Josh Susi into second spot. Something, by the way, that just came to my mind. The driver's pitting on lap number 148. We'll show you in a little bit. But this race, if we go green to the end, this could come down to strategy. We know right now all the drivers are going Ford tires and Sunoco fuel. Gitter also in the pits. So now we just wait for when the leader comes in. You see all the times, and Auto Cruz coming into pit road. Slow pit speed here. Just around 40 miles an hour. So the lead goes to Josh Susi. Now could Cruz get the advantage when it comes to horsepower? But I think Cruz just went forward just a little bit. Interesting. So Susi has command of the lead as a lot of drivers have come in. So we're waiting for Susi to pit all the way back in second spot, by the way. That is at Fowler in the number 05. As the field cycles through, Cruz did come out in front of Mark Sikosi. They pitted on the same lap, lap 149. And Fowler, by the way, just came into pit road. So only driver that has yet to pit is Josh Susi. By the way, for those wondering, Jeremy Edwards got out ahead of Otto Cruz. And how was it? Edwards, by the way, 3 seconds faster in pit lane compared to Otto Cruz. And there you see Cruz just exiting turn 4 right now. Edwards, by the way, just ran the fastest lap of the race, 29.88. We've yet to see a driver in the 29s tonight. So that's impressive. So again, still waiting on Josh Susi to come down. Up by 25 seconds, so with this long run, I think what Susi is trying to do is just trying to make it to the end if this race goes green. The race goes green to the end. Susi wouldn't have to make any more stops. Everyone else would have to make one. So think of that coming to play. Again, he pitted on lap 101. So this is about a 55 lap stint. He's on. All the other drivers, I think they'll be good to go to the end now that you think of it. He's not pushing the clutch in. But remember, Susi pitted 10 laps after some of the drivers did, because remember, he spun out in stage number 2. And he'll go again. Meanwhile, there's a good battle for 6 on the line between Tyler Isley and William Farmer. That's the closest battle on track. Half second just about separates the two. Remember, Isley and Farmer got into it when Farmer had a great entry into turn number 1. But there was some contact with Tyler Isley. And Isley moved up the track because of that contact and was not happy about it. Farmer, I believe, had the better exit, but the gap still just remained just about constant. Here's the thing I'm thinking about with Josh Susi. He will have the freshest tires of anyone when he cycles through. He is back now just about 19 seconds. So we are just waiting on him. Show you the fuel stint right now, the stint length. You see, for a lot of drivers, 47, 45, and 55. Susi, by the way, has gone over 55 laps, so we do expect him shortly. All the other drivers beginning just about a 10-lap stint. Show you as well that pit road time we were talking about. Look at that. Cruz was at a 39.2. Edwards was the fastest at a 36.1. For the pit stop, there you see it. 14.8 for Edwards, Isley a 14.9. And you can see what the last pit stop was. I don't know if Susie's thinking I can go this entire way, but that's impossible. I think Susie is banking on a yellow flag. But with the gap he's got over all these drivers, he got a 14, 17, 29. Best I could see him falling back to is about 5th or 6th, and now Susie's coming in. Oh, maybe not. I thought he was. I think he's just being patient. We're going to stay with you here. But Edwards is cutting that gap down just about half.
Yes, sir.
Alan Henson all over Tyler Isley, and he just passed William Farmer for 6th spot on the track. Remember, Henson got by Isley for 5th just before pit stops happened. Each of them 7/10 separating, so if you put that in layman's terms, that's like 6 feet of social distancing. Again, still waiting for Josh Susie to come in. The gap is now 10 seconds. Jeremy Edwards is coming down like a predator stalking its prey. Brian Wiggins, by the way, is in pit road.
William, I'll let you have his 3 and 4.
And there you see this, how faster Edwards is compared to Susie.
What was that, Alan?
Thank you. I'm telling you, I'm going to let you have his 3 and 4.
William Farmer, by the way, you hear it on the radio, just got by. Was trying to look actually on Alan Henson for the spot. And he did make the pass stick. So move Farmer up to 6th spot. Henson's still your biggest mover of the race. Up 11 spots from 18th to 7th. A gap down to just about 9 seconds. Can't believe Susie has gone this long on a stint length. 63 laps. I think everyone pitted on that lap 145, 150 range because I think they knew they had to go to the end. I think for Susie right now at this point, because with Jeremy Edwards, there would only be 4 drivers on the lead lap. Susie, I think, is actually going to be banking on a yellow right now. Because if a yellow comes out and he pits, he'll be on the lead lap still. And he'll have a chance at winning. That's what I think Susie is doing right now. Got a good battle for 9th, by the way, and Ed Fowler has been passed by Patrick Gitter. So Gitter has been making his way up really well, but likely his chances at a win are done. You're going to be seeing closely your top 5 on screen and their stint length. So Gitter up to 9th spot. His next target, Dean Webb, who is 5 seconds ahead. I think you see him there just entering turn 3 now. There's Jeremy Edwards in the number 17 with the possibility of looking for his first win this season, and the same going for Otto Cruz. Cruz has pulled the gap down just a little bit. Let's compare their lap times from 3rd and 2nd. Cruz faster the last 5 laps, with just 0.2 faster and 1 second. That's going to be your battle for the lead in just a few moments. We're just waiting for Susie to come in. And we know what Susie's doing. He's banking on a yellow. Let's go back and watch Hinson here. And this is a battle with Dean Webb. So that is for 7th position. I think Hinson's likely already used his stuff up. All that battling will let Gitter close on in. Remember, Gitter led earlier on in this race, so. And Hinson lets Webb go by for P7, but I don't know if that battle's over just yet. Gap is down, by the way. And there goes Susie. Susie is in the pits. So now as he comes into pit road for the lead, Jeremy Edwards and Otto Cruz, and folks, this could be for the win as well. These seem to be your only two that have a chance if this race goes green to the end. If a yellow comes out, a bunch more drivers will have an opportunity to get a crack at the lead. Cruz is there on Edwards. Edwards just has to be careful about turn 4, but look at how much he closed in there. Edwards got loose in the center of 1 and 2. Cruz tries to look to the inside, doesn't want to make that same move he made on Susie in that battle. Susie, by the way, going to 36.12 on pit road. Susie, by the way, in turn 2. And he remains on the lead lap. So came out on front of Tyler Isley. And Susie, by the way, will have the freshest tires. Sikosi's in 3rd. Susie has the freshest tires of anyone. But I don't think he can go from the last car in the lead lap in front of the leaders to being the leader in under 30 laps. I don't see that happening. It's going to be impossible on a mile track. Here we go. Cruz inside. Side by side, Edwards gives it up. Cruz pulls in front. Otto Cruz, after a 2nd place finish last week, is Otto Cruz on his way to the lead. 26 laps to go. We're going to take you to another break, and we are going side by side. And when we come back, we are taking you to the finish, so don't miss out. Welcome you back here to the Milwaukee Mile. Just about 20 laps to go. And Auto Cruz currently with a 2-second lead on Jeremy Edwards. We can tell you this, by the way. Josh Susi is running 1 second laps that are faster than 1 second, to be clear. Just ran a 30:28 last time. This time, let's see what the lap time is, 30.36. So just about 1 second faster. The gap is now down to 21 seconds. When he came in, it was just about a 30-second lead. So get ready, folks. If he can pull something off, the gap is down to 20 seconds. He has to be about 1 second a lap faster if he wants the win. A yellow would be definitely what he wants. However, though, at the same time, you got to think if he stays out and some other drivers pit. I don't think you'd be pitting, though. Time he was a 30.56 to a 31.55, so there was that 1 second taken off. Just have to see what happens. Let's go back to 6th, 7th, and 8th, separated by 7/10 of each other. There's Alan Hinson, then there's Dean Webb, and then there's William Farmer, 6th, 7th, and 8th. They've had some good days so far, but are a lap back in our longest green flag run of the race. Next week, we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Hotlanta 250. That should be a good one. You don't want to miss out on that. We're going to show you the last lap times on your screen for the rest of this race, so you can see what Susi's running compared to what Cruz is running. And Susi is on race pace. Gap is now 17 seconds behind. So it's just nearly about half a track as we have a battle for 5th on the line. William Farmer inside of Tyler Isley. Remember, the two got into it during stage number 2 as Farmer had sideswiped Isley, and Isley was not happy about it. So not really the battle that Isley wants to be in here as it takes him back to 6th. As Farmer went wide. Farmer went way wide, and that just cost him 2 spots. He is back into the 7th spot. See what happened there. Farmer just went extremely wide in the corner. So now Farmer's going to have a tough time trying to rebound, and he is 4 seconds in front of Patrick Gitter. Let's go to 3rd position here. As Mark Sikosi could be in a battle with Josh Susi soon. Between them is the 77 of Josh Aaron, who is a couple of laps down. Oh boy, Aaron got very tight. That got close to being disastrous. 15 to go, though, for Auto Cruz. 2nd place finish last week at Rockingham and is looking for the dub. Put you back on the gap with 14 to go. Sikosi is 15 seconds back. I don't think it's going to be enough, though, for the driver of the number 12 of Susi. And he is stuck in that battle with Sikosi for 3rd. That will take away just a little bit of momentum as Susi makes the pass stick. 13 laps to go, and we'll see the gap here at the start-finish line. I think Susi will likely fall 1 to 2 seconds short of the win unless he gets a yellow. He'll need a late weight race yellow. And 13 to go, he is 14.5 seconds back, so I don't see this happening at all. Let's go back on that battle for 5th position. Hinson, Isley, and Webb. For Hinson, this is his best. This is the highest he has run today. Yeah, Isley in this battle. Dean Webb's in this battle. Patrick Gitter, I believe. Is that Patrick Gitter or is that the leader? Or the second place driver? That is the second place driver of Jeremy Edwards. That again is going to be a good battle to Edwards, and he's just losing time. 7.3 seconds back, and Susie is closing in. Isley and Henson, meanwhile, have pulled away from Dean Webb and William Farmer, and that is the battle for fifth. That's from Henson's perspective. Appreciate your support, Clint. As he says, thanks for broadcasting tonight. Much appreciated. Nine laps to go at the mile. And just an incredible performance by Auto Cruz. Tough situation for him getting into that spin, causing the spin with Josh Susie. However, though, he has recovered to take the lead. That green flag pit stop, though, cost him a couple seconds on pit road. But he has rebounded. Eight to go, but we're watching the pace of Josh Susie, and he's caught up in another mess with Gitter. So gets by Gitter with no issues. Gitter having a nice comeback up to 9th position, but he is a lap down still, and his chances of a win are over. Susie likely will need a yellow. Let's go to the battle for fifth again. And Jeremy Edwards, by the way, what just happened to Edwards? Susie just took second spot away. Did Edwards spin? I am a baffled one. We're going to rewind this footage. Show you what happened. Did he just get loose off of two? Ah. My goodness. I don't know how Jeremy Edwards saved that. And now he is under 4 seconds from the car behind him, which is Mark Sikosi. 4 laps to go, and Susie 8 seconds back. If he can get a yellow, oh boy, Auto Cruz could be in trouble. But that's going to be tough right now. As we'll continue to watch that battle for now 6th spot, Tyler Isley and Dean Webb. Dean Webb with a great day so far as he lets Susie go by. So your top two that got into that accident just around halfway. Coming right now, 1-2 with just 3 to go. Again, shout out to our sponsors, Speed Demon Setups, Butt Kicker, Autopilot Solar Solutions, Outsiders Racing Wraps, Affordable SEO, and Elevated Art Outdoors. 2 laps to go for Auto Cruz. He has left 4 people on the lead lap today. What a drive for his first win of the season. As long as he sees the white flag. We'll ride along with you on this as he takes that white flag. Final lap is underway. He's got 1 mile to go for his first win of the season.
Save.
We'll listen to the radio here on this final lap. Brian Wiggins in pit road. 7-second lead over Josh Susi. Final time through 3 and 4. First win in the National